I got Yeti in the car. All right, guys, let's get ready. You know what? All right, guys. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for a live stream? Guys, this is going to be a serious message. Yes. It's not going to be pretty. All right, so let's see if we could get some guys in, some of you guys in here. I just went live. I see you out of the blue. So let's see. Do I want to keep it? All right, guys. I don't know, but for a lot of you guys, I'm ready. Some of you guys, you got to be under disguise. For some of you guys, you just have a different look and you're looking different. And I'm going to tell you this, I didn't even make it into the house and I got to go quick, but I was told to give you guys this message. See, some of you guys could be sitting around. This is going to change. This message is going to uplift you. If you're right here and you're like, you could have played hooky, you didn't go to work or something and you could be right there and you have a little bit of trust issues, or this is your person, man or woman, and they're like, your person, since you've been quiet, you maybe changed locations, you probably lived close by, but you don't want that fucker to see you, so you maybe changed your hairdo or something. There's something different. And your person, man or woman, put yourself where you belong. They're wondering, why did I lose? Why did I lose them? Why did I act a certain way? And I got like these cards back to back, look, figuring out. And they're like, oh my God. And this could be two people. Like, like for, if you're a woman, there's two guys and they're like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I have the camera different. So there's a lot. This is double confirmation. Your person could be like, fuck, you're never coming back. Some of you guys, this person, look, you were dealing with somebody that had addiction, and then they came home and you're not there and they're tripping. They're like, am I at the right house or not? Or this could be you. And they put your ass out and you're like, fuck. But some of you guys, it could be somebody like maybe the three of you guys hang out and maybe you finding out the other puto took all your shit. And then she's like, well, you gave them money too. You guys could be friends. You gave them money too, or this one here, and both of you guys like, oh my God, he scammed us both. And then both of you guys could have gave him, like culito de ass, and you're like, fuck. And he scammed y'all, and he could be, getting on this. And then without you guys, yes, if this is a male, or like I said, for some of my ladies, you're like, fuck, I'm never coming back. And he's like this, oh my God, she was really, and you could be like a different nationality. And he's like, he was wondering, but he's like, oh my God, she's never coming back. Yeah, because this guy, he thought your person could have been dealing with somebody. Look, a side piece. It came out like this, and he's like, man. And they didn't think they thought they were gonna play you. Whoever is watching right now, they thought they were gonna play you. And if this is you, you got busted big time, and you're like, fuck. But you already have somebody else. You were monkey branching. Or your person is figuring that out, because we got this look right here, like figuring out. Guys, look, I'm being serious. I have to hide. I don't want to go out. I don't want my ex. Imagínate, she's dangerous. I have good karma coming in. Everything's looking good, so I have to change my look. So look, there's two people, like, they don't know where you're at, collective. If this is you, look, there's two people worried, and this person knows about you, or you know about that person. And this person's like, a la chingada. And look, for some of you guys, you were so pissed that your person chose somebody else, only to find out, like, if it's a different nationality, the baby doesn't even look like him. And he could see how it fell out. They didn't want me to tell you this message. He's like, oh my gosh, she played me. This side piece right here, look. And you're over here sitting here worried whether you're dark skin or you're right here. You're like, y'all were dealing with a gigolo, like a player undercover. Look, he don't even look like a player. Look, and he could be like, my God, I went through with the side chick, and I left my house, my good lady, and only to find out, it wasn't his baby, and then he wants to call you back, and you have trust issues. You're like, I don't know, should I, because so you could be like, I'm glad it's not their baby, but do you really want? Because for some of you guys, you could be, look, at the house chilling. You don't got to worry about washing their underwear or having to cook for them. Some of y'all didn't know how to cook. Not all of you guys, but some of you guys are like, fuck, you almost burned the house down. Well, at least in the beginning, see? Now, if you are the side piece, you won this fool. And this person could be worried, like, she didn't chase him or nothing. You ain't gonna have my man. And he's like, what do you do? There's two violent women right here. Look, he's like, I don't know, shit. He's gonna get his ass kicked. And then it's not even his baby. Can you imagine? I don't know. Look, whoever left you, whoever's watching this right now, guys, whoever left you, it could have been, you could have been so hurt. You rolled around. You didn't even want people to see you, but it hurt you to the core. He could have kicked you out. And then he didn't even give you none of your clothes, nothing. You had dirty drawers and this ass one. Then, especially if they moved in somebody else, you were mad. Look, the back card there was a card right. Where'd it go? Oh, look. Like, you could have been in jail, man or woman, and nobody's picking up. But if they left you for somebody else, they're not having a good time. That person ended up not even really. They were playing them. They probably were pregnant by somebody else, and they catfished your person. You could be the person that got catfished, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to say it, but you know what? If you release guilt and shame, you could be like, fuck, I got catfished, and so what? And then you release all that, and you could be set free. Because some of you guys are holding on to that bitterness, or your person is. For some of you guys, you don't even you want to laugh, but you'll get karma. Like some of you guys, I told you so. They wanted you for the money, not your pecker, bitch. You might have told them. He thought he was King Dingling. If you're a man, you could have told him, I know the guy is fronting, he hides behind his mama's skirt or something, or this person could have came from money or something. I don't know. But yes, if you think your person, they wanted the single life, and it's crazy. As soon as you pull your energy back, look at this bad dating life. He can't even get, how there's, I'm going to tell you, get closer. He could have been trying to hire a prostitute or something. And then they would show up and they're like, fuck that. There's like something there that God is putting so he can learn a lesson. It's a karma. And he can't even get, and the boom, 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 not even paying. They run, and that's kind of if they did you dirty, that's almost like they're receiving karma. They might even look at him and say, because think about it, this guy does look like a cop, look. And he's like, man, I thought the single life, like this fool could have, your person, he could have went out there with the boys and everything, and it's, for the ladies, you guys are fucking bitches. Y'all get the easy way out. Like, you got all the support from your homegirls. Yeah, and they could be married, but they're gonna fucking party with you. Not with us. With us, they laugh. Fucking dumbass. And look, this guy's like, damn, bitch, I gotta go to work. And they could have been even influencing them. Oh, man, you let your girl talk to you like that? And some of you guys, boy, when they try to put that little attitude towards you, bitch, I'm the man of the house. You do what I say. Some of you guys, y'all been to jail before. Y'all are dangerous. I'm picking up on some of you guys. Y'all are dangerous. You're like, oh, yeah, bitch. Well, give me my keys. It's my car. I pay for that motherfucker. And you went opposite sign, you know, maybe you have Capricorn, like the devil came out of you, the other side, and he could have been like, fuck, it's the drinks. This is a person that could have been like in a crowd and you're like, babe, we gotta go home. The kids are tired. You could have been, you know. And this person wanted to show off in front of his friends, like Dave Chappelle. When keeping it real goes wrong, I heard. And he's like, fuck. And he's telling his boys, she's coming bright. She's not leaving me. And she fucking, you took off. You said, vámonos a la chingada. You didn't even know how to speak Spanish, but you know how to say that. A la chingada, bitch. And you fucking take off. And this guy's like, oh my God. You probably even changed the locks at the damn house. And the car. For some of you guys, it was his house, but fuck him. You might have sent him to jail. Y'all are bad. I'm just telling you from the cards, y'all are bad. And then look, you're right there. If this is not you, you're not answering their collect calls. And he's pissed. For some of you guys, not all of you guys, you're pissed. And maybe you don't even want to bail him out because he got caught, you know, soliciting a prostitute, but it was undercover. And you're pissed. You're like, if you got caught other times, because keeping it real, this is not funny things, but you know, you could have got something, you could have been concerned, and then he's blaming you. You must be fucking around. No, it was, for some of you guys, it was this guy, and he's like, fuck. Because imagine him getting caught by an undercover prostitute. You're like, now for some of my ladies, you know, you were holding it down like in the game. And then you find out he's doing that. You're like, fuck that. You're not even helping him no more. You probably even took his connections and fuck him. You could be like this. He's over here calling you, and you might not even be entertaining nobody, but you're just like, you know what? You put us in jeopardy. You're over there telling me you're in chinga, but he was doing other things. And look, you could be out here, and maybe you don't even know this person is in jail, but you could be on this path where you're just knowing who you are, and you just let him do, and you might have told him, hey, you're going to risk the family. You're messing around with the wrong people. Like, my ladies, you have an intuition, and your person probably didn't understand. But he was eager. He was mixing business with pleasure. And for my ladies that know how to deal with that, y'all ain't jealous. As long as the money's coming in, you know how the game works. That's not for all of you guys. Because even then, you'll chop a pinchy sausage and Lorena pop it is what I heard. You know, you might even forgive this guy. You guys are like Bonnie and Clyde could be. So for a lot of you guys, both of you guys had side pieces. You just didn't get caught. The boom boom room. Look at this. So some of you guys, this person, you don't even know, but you could have warned them. Because a lot of you, if whatever they got into, you told them, oh, no bias. Don't go to apply. Don't leave. It could even be the career. Like, why did you fuck it up? Oh, you just don't understand. No, I understand. But, you know, so this person, he could have been doing this, you know, where's it at? This one here. He could have been doing this, promised you he was going to sober up, but you kind of felt, some of you guys are dealing with somebody like this. You couldn't have felt that we're back entertaining this addiction because of a person. It could be a cousin that came back into town, you know, it could be somebody, and you might have told them, if it's a family, like, yo, we're doing good. You're coming around. He's clean. And then here comes cagapalos. And you're like, that's a wrap. Mm-hmm. And you're figuring that out. For some of you guys, if you're figuring out who got in between your relationship and why. This could be even somebody setting your person up. And it could be even one of your families that was jealous of you and your person's relationship. For some of you guys, it was a side piece that could have set him up just so he wouldn't come back to you. See how I'm getting serious? See, it's getting serious. But if whoever did that, because for a lot of you guys, it could be just a side piece that's going around and they're just destroying. And some of you guys, if they were doing witchcraft on your person, you'll know. This could even be a family member close, and you're like, wait a minute, it happened to me, and then it happened to that person. Like, you guys kind of know each other, and you guys knew this. If this is a girl and you knew from school, and she said she changed, she didn't change. And for a lot of you guys, you're gonna find out that she probably fucked all of your fucking, all the guys, like your circle, all your friends' husbands. You're gonna find out, because this is a person. If this is a friend of you guys, it's like the only way they could get a relationship. Like, they have a curse, they have karma, because all they do is they're dealing with people that are already committed. And for some of you guys, that could be that. I'm just saying, it's coming through. But a lot of you guys, if your person went to jail and you're like, I'm not taking them out, you could be out here and you could be thanking God. You'll be like, God, I'm trusting you, because I can't hear the phone. And this person's like, fuck, Lupita, answer the phone. I promise you I didn't drink. It wasn't me. They put it in my truck, a little bag or something. But you know why? For some of you guys, you know that they were messing around with somebody at work. See what it says right here? You knew it. And they could have, your person could have, like, was coming in late. Maybe you were smelling the perfume. If he was smart, he would buy both of you guys the same perfume. But I don't think this guy was smart. I shouldn't say that, right? But yeah, look. And then if this is your friend, like, you guys, these could be two of you guys, your friends, and then both of y'all's dudes were like, both of y'all's dudes were saying that they were with you, but you guys are finding out it was puro pedo. And then the friend's like, fuck, he was trying to cover for your person. It didn't matter. For some of you guys, if he tried to get out there to, maybe this was the first time that he cheated, but he didn't get no play. He was like, fuck. He thought he was going to get some, pero the girl was, she's like, no, you know what? If you're not a cop, your pecker's little or something. And she fucking calls him out. But for some of you guys, this person knows you, and she knows that you're dangerous. And he's worried that you're going to find out who it is, but she's worried that you will find out. I don't know why. For a lot of you guys, this could have been something online. See how he's coming with flowers? It's almost like this person recognized you. And both of you guys are putting it together. And it could be a girl that, it could be a person that knows you. Like, you know this person from school. This is a homewrecker. This is a person that was jealous of you, even in high school. Maybe you went even junior high, and this was a friend, a so-called friend. But this person was, let's just say it. They said HOE. And it was almost like wanting to always, to take your person away. This was somebody that got off of doing that kind of shit because you guys had excluded her. You guys peep game. And for some of you guys, you kept entertaining them. She could be crazy. Maybe she had drugs and you had the good shit. And then you guys would bond and then leave her. But she had a vendetta. She wanted, like, she did that. And maybe you guys forgave and you notice a pattern. And some of you guys, she could have moved. Her parents moved. Well, she got to move too. And y'all were so happy. And this person reaches out, maybe meets your person. And your other friends, this could be your best BFF, the husband. And it's like, oh my God, that's the fucking girl from middle school. The one, what's it called from that song? From Mellow Man Ace, I think. Mentirosa. That's what I picked up. But the good thing is, for a lot of you guys, this, like, your dude didn't know this woman, but this guy, like your best friend's husband, knows your group. But went to school together, and then he goes, don't fuck with that bitch. She's this. Like, they catch on. So for some of you guys, you're okay. Not for some of you guys, no. Some of you guys, he went even to jail. He didn't even get a BJ. He didn't get roadhead or nothing. Más triste. And you're going to be laughing, and you're like this. Like, you know what? I'm not taking you out, and you're right here looking at things from a high perspective, but you're looking at God. And for some of you guys, if this means you cut out, you're on top of the world. You're like, fuck, finally I have freedom. This person could have been draining your finances in and out, and then having an affair at work. For some of you guys, you were just done. You were like, man. And then if you were like religious and you had family that was like, you can't leave this person, and then he goes to jail, it's almost like you're right there going like, thank you, Lord. And that's his karma. Now, you could be a male, and it could be, you're like, man, she would kick my ass infinite. And I would tell people I loved it. But behind the doors, oh my God, tie me up and everything. I didn't want to do all that stuff. Don't lie, bitch. This is a guy, he's like, I didn't want to do that. What do they call that? Matrix domination. And then she goes to jail. She was ruthless. And this could be a guy, he makes a lot of money. And he's like, yeah, I found it exciting at first. Or this could be y'all. You're like, I found it exciting because I thought it was love. But then she got too kinky, a la chingada, fuck that. And then I didn't want to do the things. For some of you guys, y'all were, not all of you guys, there's somebody that, look, I know. Oh, wait until he gets home. I'm going to tie him up, and he's going to have to lick my boots and, be submissive. This fucker's like, I'm glad I'm in jail. Play with. But yeah, some of you guys, if he's in jail, you could be in this energy. I see you guys like freedom. For some of you guys, you could be divorced, and he goes to jail trying to hurt you, and this person could be abusive, and he had a side piece. It's like, yo, you have a side piece, man or woman at this point. There could be a man like me right now. He's being disguised. He's like, man, did she get out of jail or not? He's dangerous. I know women like that. Not that I'm afraid, but because they're friends with me, I'm like, yo, how do you do that to this guy? He loves me. He won't love you that long, for much longer. You're going to run him off. And yo, they buy him nice cars and everything. But that's their life. Anyways, for some of you guys, that was not all of you guys. Yeah, for some of you guys, yeah, that's if you guys are dealing with a stagnant energy where you're having bad dates, where you're not getting the play, you're feeling something's off. There's somebody that is worried that it could be a side piece of your ex that put magic on you. For some of you guys, it's just karma that you have from a past life. So what do you do in that case? Pick up your vibration. Accept the lost and let it go. And you could be like, infinite, but that's fucking hard. Yeah, but do you want to stay stuck? For some of you guys, I'm telling you, or you could have been like, because you could have took somebody else's boyfriend, like from high school. It could have been even early. You could have been in your 20s. You're like, I want this guy. And the way you get him, you lost him. You could be pissed. But you shouldn't. And that's why it's blocking your love life. Just let go with love. And the time that you have in stagnation where you're feeling like, man, even if I tell him, I'll let you hit it. And it's weird because you could be like, man, infinite. It's almost like they don't even want it, or it doesn't work, it doesn't function, and you could be pissed. And you're like, man, God's sending me nothing but, you know what? You have to burn your karma, which means that this is perfect. This is a perfect gift. It sounds fucked up, but it is, I'm hearing. Because this is where you're going to align with the universe. There's some wounds behind it. If you experience this, or you feel like you're going and you have anger, like a little bit of anger because you feel used, maybe they would hit it and quit it if they got to that point, because Some of them are beasts. No matter what curse they put, our shit is getting up. If you have royalty blood, I'm just saying, not all of you guys, but some of you guys. And you're just gonna have to pay it. It's something to do. Looking your Saturn planet, and if you have a 12th house, check your Venus. It could be in the 12, and that means that in the past life you could have hurt this person that betrayed you. So if they betrayed you and you react towards it like revenge, you're gonna have to relearn the lesson. In the past life, you might have hurt this person. So then when they hurt you, like in the past, you could have hurt them and they seek revenge. So then this lifetime, they hurt you. And if you seek revenge, it's better that you get in this energy and say, God, I know it hurts. I'm learning my lesson. And then if it takes you a year or two, guess what? You don't play with nothing. Oh my God, he's going to gift you with somebody new, and they also could be in the same page. So imagine you get to be a virgin again, like the very first time. That's what I heard. And both of you guys, and what happens is both of you guys are going to mature, and it's because see, like this person's right here on top of the world, like, yo, I just met somebody. I didn't give them, and they actually want to see me. Like in the past, you could have been dealing with people like, oh, if you're not giving up the cookies, I'm not going to take you to dinner. Or they weren't gentlemen, in other words. And since now you stand and you're embodying this energy where you're like, you know what? I don't know, this song came into my mind. We don't have to drink to have a good time or some shit. It's oldies. And you're getting to live a life without addictions. Like you're like, yo, I thought I needed this substance to be exciting and happy. And little did you know that you carry that light. I always tell women, I had a friend of mine that came over for the weekend, and she was, on the verge of this, magic. And I was like, yo, y'all women carry this magic. The magic, how do you think when you first met or you met all your boyfriends, you didn't have to be like, oh, I like that guy, let me light one up and put his picture, secretly take a picture. No, you have magic within you, to all my ladies. For my men, if you know how to talk to a woman, like the playfulness and having fun and the pull back and forth, but, not running and hitting them, and like when we were in kindergarten, but elementary, but you women, you have the magic. And it always, people say, oh, the guy's always pursuing bullshit. My ladies, you're the first, and this is proven by history. And back in the 18, whatever, if the woman liked the man, she would walk by, like give him hints. Back then it was like drop the handkerchief, ahí viene, and sometimes there would be 2 or 3 fuckers fighting. Bitch, she dropped it for me. But normally it was like she knew who she was attracted and wanted. And you women, you're the ones with the magic. And some of you guys are allowing the outside appearance to affect you. You feel like, your person doesn't love you, doesn't see you the same way. And it's not that, it's your attitude. If you get into your sexiness, because it's like a bodysuit. And plus, you also came to, like, you chose how you were going to be after kids. So that's part of you overcoming that. Like, you look good. So what if your body changed? You had 2 kids. Some of you bitches had like 10, 12. And you still, like, learn from those. If you're in the comments, like, if you had 8 kids, let the other girls know what you cook for your dude. Because that fucker's on fire. And it's all about you, like, how you carry yourself. Your man picked you. Do you rub his toes? Do you you just gotta get nasty? And I feel the love when it's a chemistry, the playfulness. Let him look. Tell him, hey, you can look, but you can't touch. And you have that jealousy. Because if you get overcome with it, it even happens with men. If you allow jealousy, the spirit of jealousy to overcome, it'll ruin the relationship. Because look, there's two people here. I figured it out. Da da da. You know, it could be these are two different individuals, so it's confirmation. And you could be thinking they're having an affair, and they're not. But the more you think about it, it will materialize. Because you're having these thoughts because they're up in a different realm. So the more you think about those negative things, you're making it come to this timeline, this down here. So you could be right in a different timeline, in a different realm. It could be happening. And just think about it. I got un chingon. Bitches love him. But he's mine. That's how you should have that attitude. And allow your man to feel a certain way. I know he'll get jealous if you feel flirty and everything. He'll fucking get jealous. Men, we're crazy like that. Not all of us have the ability to, if it's disrespectful, well, come on. But I understand a woman likes to feel good and amazing. As long as you're respectful and somebody tries to flirt with you, fuck. I've been with some that they'll be like, fuck you. You don't see me with my man. And it was like Bonnie and Clyde on my end. And that shit used to turn me on. Ooh, aggressive. So if you have that energy, you could be like that. Like, both of you guys need to be on the same page. And one of you guys could be thinking like, yo, I really fucked up. I pushed him away. I allowed the other people to influence me. He wasn't cheating, but I pushed him that way. And he might even say, oh, I didn't mean to. And he didn't smash. For some of you guys, he didn't smash, but he doesn't want to look weak. You could have smelled his ass in and out, checked his underwear, even went into his truck to see if he had other, garments. Some of you guys even made mark, and you know how many underwears he had. Checking his gym bag. Y'all could have even went as far as going to the gym, and if he had a specific locker, you didn't give a damn. Not all of you guys. For some of you guys, you even put a GPS. Like, I'm going to the gym. He's going to his mom. And you're pissed. Like, yo, you can't just tell me this. You could be dealing with the mama's boy. But even then, if the mama's older, don't. He's just honoring his mom. But still, you're like, why can't you be honest with me? Why do you go to the taco shop? Why do you go to that one place? Is there somebody you like? Like, my grandma was old. With my grandfather's still alive. My grandma passed away. She's the one that was born on the 12th or 11th. And I remember my grandma, your grandpa's talking to a white lady over there at the park, because he worked for San Jose Park. He was in charge of parks, and it was the manager or the one that was, my grandma was pissed. And my grandma looked white with green eyes. Very beautiful. She was a Spaniard, and that lady was taller, thinner, but she was like a director. So she was checking in at my grandpa's, he was in charge of those parks. And she was jealous. So you guys could be that way. And it's not that. My grandpa would be like, Flora, no estoy haciendo nada. So some of you guys, it's trust issues. Don't let that. And some of you guys are going to realize that, and that will be you. You're like, God, thank you for saving me. I almost lost. I almost jumped off this cliff right here, but you're right. And it was just in your mind. And sometimes forgiveness is great. Like, yo, for my ladies, if you experience, nobody wants to experience anybody cheating. I don't condone that. It hurts. I agree. Trust me. And even with my background, like, yo, I wouldn't do it again. I would tell people, like, it's not good for you to do it. So I learned my lesson. But as a woman, and I'm telling you from experience, like, yo, there's people that do change. We learn from our experience. You will know them by the fruit they bear. I didn't used to know what that is, to be honest with you, but now I understand it. It's somebody that's willing to change, and they put out what they say they do. Like, if there's a person, if the person says, hey, I'm going to stop doing substance, and they don't, well, they're full of shit. They're not. So if you guys had somebody that could have, it was infidelity and stuff like that, and he doesn't want to lose you. I'm going to tell you something very important. You don't have to take my advice, but I learned this from older gentlemen when it comes to business, you know, and this is how he explained it to me. We were at one of those conventions, and he was like, I asked him, how do you handle so many crews? It's one of the top dogs over here in Arizona for the industry I used to be in. And yo, man, he was spitting game. He goes, yo, I have people, 2 or 3 crews, they fucking were stealing material. And when you're an entrepreneur, you know what goes in and out. You don't have to be right there. You know how many bags or materials it needs for a construction job or taco stands and X, how many kilos you need, and what money comes in just by everyday job, everyday sales. So he started being Inspector Gadget. But long story short, he fired them, and they were good. They were people that were there long term. And this is going to relate to you guys in career, but also it relates to relationship. This is why I'm explaining it to you. And he taught me that. He goes, look, work and love is the same way. These guys, it's like they cheated on me. And they did, because they would deceive me. They were using my materials, doing side jobs, and gaining all the money. So it's like cheating, like a woman. He goes, but out of all the guys, I had one out of 3 crews that were doing that, 1 complete crew came back. And I was like, they had already stole from you. You made them pay back. I said, I didn't make them pay back. It took balls for them to come back, and they became my best employees. They learned their lesson. Why do I say that? And he goes, if a woman or a man it could be even in love. We all fuck up, infinite. And I was like, yeah. He goes, and if you want to make a change, like the woman, because he had the same problem with his wife. He goes, yo, I almost lost everything. And I was happy that she took me back. He goes, and I didn't fuck around no more. And I was like, don't lie to me. He goes, he's an older white guy. And he was like, yo, I wanted to. I could have. And I was close. He goes, but no, I didn't do it. I learned my lesson. And ever since I learned my lesson, God started, increasing my territory. Like he got bigger, blessing me. And I had to earn the loyalty again from my wife. He goes, it was worth it. So a lot of you guys, if you have that ability and the man is willing, you're going to know. And you have the opportunity to say, you know what, I'll give you 3 months and stand on it. And if the person is abusive and everything, that's hard. But some are able to change you, and you'll know. You could be like, yo, I don't want you in the house, but let's try it. Stay where your ass is there in 3 or 4 months or a year. Like court me like we were young, and that could even bring you guys back together. And this is something that maybe you're praying on. And that could be the best thing that happens. Like you start to court, you start to feel the youngness, you start to love. And a lot of us experience separation because of the lack of we have to invest in a relationship. I'm a horny bastard, so I didn't have a problem, but it was hard keeping up with 2 relationships. And once I'm in, when I give my word, I had to balance it. So people would tell me, close friends, and I would be like, no, don't do it. Even my priest, because he was like, yo, they look so close together. To me, they were beautiful. Both of them were. It wasn't right, and he was helping me how to handle it, and I had to suffer the consequences. But even my priest, he was like, why did you think that? I said, well, I thought King David had a bunch of bitches. And he was like, yeah, bitch, but you're not King David. Because I've always liked God. I wasn't into it as much, and this is a priest that knows our family real close. But yeah, he told me, you're not King David, bitch. And we laughed. He goes, but do the right thing. And I wanted to do the right thing. And that's was my whole goal. But it doesn't matter. It hurts. It hurt both of them. Hurt all 3 of us. But most important, it hurt the kids. So I I had to understand and I had to suffer the consequences. Me quedé como Juan y las pinches gallinas. That means that, I was left with nobody. I didn't pursue the other. I was going through the process of losing my dad and all kinds of shit. So I stayed on track with God, and that was my promise, and allowed Him to use me. But for the ones that are praying or maybe thinking of giving this person, you're worried about this and your kids, let them prove it to you. I would recommend don't step out, because as a man, it'll be harder for you to get with your person back. As a woman, especially a spouse, no matter how much shit he might talk, you're precious to this person. But the minute that he knows you're with somebody else, and some of you guys might not care, but I'm just saying, but as a man, no matter how hard he could be, like, I'm gonna share this with you. Vulnerable, it just came down. So my dad was a person that he was very acá, go-getter, strong, machismo, whatever, and he would tell me, whatever decisions you make, don't back out of them. Amárrese los pinches huevos. So that means, like, you know, don't go back on your word. So have the nuts. So when that happened with my separation, he goes, at the same time, my brother had called his ass out. I didn't even know he was doing this shit. So we were split up at the same time. Can you imagine the father and the son going through the same shit? But he went back to my mom. I didn't shame him or nothing. He comes back and he goes, "Hey, what are you thinking?" I said, "No, I fucking, I'm going to suffer the consequences, but I'm moving forward." And he was pissed. He goes, "You're the one." I told him, "You taught me that way." So a lot of you guys, if he gives you your word, make him stand on it. And if he can't, like, that's why I don't get mad. I tell people, yo, you want to be cheating, but you don't want to be cheated at. And you get pissed. That shit ain't a man. If a man does that and he fucking wants to hit you, because he doesn't want you to do that, that's not a real man. And that's how my dad taught me. It's like, no. So I perceive things different. If I do something to a person, I can't get mad if they come and if they do the same back to me. That would be a hypocrite. So that's why I tell you, I learned my lesson. Like, yo, man. So the next woman, I know if I get into a serious relationship, boom, and some of you guys have that. And if you're a woman and you fucked up, and this guy might take you back, you learned the lesson and you're gonna cherish. And then, especially if the other guy wasn't even worth it, like the minute that you're hurt, because the minute this guy told you he was gonna be with you and everything, here you are. Some of you guys, you did everything. Like, whoever this message is for, you did your part of the deal, and that coward, he didn't leave his person. So the whole time they were stringing you along, and you did it. And here you were left. You could have been like me. You're like, fine. Well, God, it's just you and me. Your ass ain't forsaken me. And you probably like, all right. And the other person, like, can you imagine the man? And you wanna, you wanna kind of seek revenge, but you shouldn't, because you could end up here and you're not worth going to jail. It's not worth it. Let it go. And watch when you heal and everything. It's like God has something very amazing. I love my journey. So when I'm able to teach other people or help them, mentor them, and they know my history, they're like, yo, man, how? You don't even look like you've been through. Why you're so happy? Like, I'm like, yo, man, I only live once. I mean, it hurt. It hurt, the process that I went through. And there was time. I'm only human. Thank you for the 20. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. It hurts. And I'm not telling you that you should put your feelings to the side. No, teach your kids, like, yo, this is what we made a mistake with, whether whoever was wrong, but learn from our mistakes and be that change for them. Be that change for a lot of you guys. Yeah, my ladies, that person, whoever that coward is, like you don't even find him attractive no more. Even if he was to leave their person, like, do you, like, they left you hanging by yourself. In the process, you could have even lost contact with your kids. It was like, yo, the man's supposed to help you, or that's your safety zone, right? And that's why, like, even me, like, if you know my story, like, when you guys see my testimony on another platform and everything, you're gonna understand, like, yo, my kids are grown and they come and visit me and they're like, Papi, why didn't you? Other people, they take everything. No, I didn't want you guys to be in the street. Now that you guys are fucking over 18, ahora sí, vámonos. Half and half on the house, but shit. But, and I like to be fair. I'm a very believer. Like I said, God will bless those that bless you, and God will curse those who curse you. And in business, I've helped a lot of people, and it's not me, it's God. I give God all the glory, and their families prosper. And even the ones that betray me in business, I don't even have to do anything. In 2 or 3 years, because God will allow them to think everything was okay. And some of them don't. And here's where you guys are going to help other people by, like, it's none of my business if that guy gets, or woman, whether in business or love or however, it's none of my business if they prosper or not, or if they get their karma. You know your assignment. Like my assignment, believe it or not, I help a lot of women to get into business, to understand business, men too as well. But for some reason, women, because a lot of you guys have this creative skill that you oppress. Very creative. And the thing is that a lot of you guys could do so many things online, and you're not taking that risk. You're not taking that risk. Some of you guys are with a person that doesn't allow you. They're so afraid, like, for you to interact with men. Yeah, they're gonna flirt with you. Of course, you're a woman. But it's insecurity, that he might have. You have to assure him. Because for some of you guys, you pull your family up, like, be like, bitch, once we get it going, you're going to be, helping me out. Like, I know women that have businesses and their husbands work there, and both of them work, and fine as hell they are. And he gets jealous. But then he grown a little bit, and he's like, fuck, if I get mad, they're clients. They're not going to come. Some have, like bars and cantinas, and some just sell dope like a motherfucker. And not just kidding. No, they have different businesses. Look, like right here. Oh, my bad. And this could be your man, and you think he could be, like, if you're a woman, your man is getting into consulting, and you could be jealous, and he's just teaching. And for a lot of you guys, you should try to work together if you can. Like, like my exes, I had to teach them in case one day I died. She could take care of herself and my kids. But that wasn't for her to try to kill me or have me in jail. I told her, like, yo, it was supposed to be natural, cabrona. Not for you to advance it, but, I tell people, she did what she did what was best for her. As a woman, like I was talking to my friend that came over, that she knows, she actually was with me when I met that one, and she's like, Anthony, why did I even introduce you to this one? But I told her, it's like, yo, she did she did what she thought was best for her and the kids, which I don't agree, and it was fucking cruel. But that's all I can do. That's my opinion. I had to tell my kids the same thing, and my kids were like, no, Dad, it was fucked up. I said, now you know it's fucked up. Yeah. I said, yeah. But if I would have even went to court, I said, you guys, where will you guys be? Y'all would have been back and forth, and I didn't want that. So they understand. And some of you guys, when you have that heart, don't let nobody break it and deceive it and change it. Just know that that person did the best that they thought they did, even if it hurt you. But they'll get their karma. And continue to bless. and enjoy life. Like, yo, we didn't come here to stay in the energy of suffering, pain, and wanting to get revenge. No, we came here to, overcome it. Some difficulties will make even a man, a grown man, as cry. Like, yo, but then you heal. Like this woman made it to the point where it's hard for me to get a legit job. And a lot of people would be mad, especially a man. Like, you fuck with anybody, not even a woman, but when you fuck with a man's way of making money, because we're the provider, you'll destroy them, man. And that's where they go crazy, and they can hurt people. You don't want to do that. Plus, how the fuck is he gonna pay you child support? And I told her too. I was like, yo, like, you want to take visitations and everything. How the fuck are you gonna meet somebody else? No, man. Like, well, sometimes he don't got money. Give him 100. Don't call him out here. Go take the kids and do something, and then you have the opportunity to be with somebody else. If not, you have the kids there. I can't go here. I can't go there. And it's complaining, and she's like, I never thought about it like that. I said, yo, girl, man, they need their father in their life, and you need your time. Mad as fuck. But yet, and it was not even the kid's fault. She's mad at her dude and how to get to him by not allowing the kids to go with them. And she's like, fuck that. And she called me in the morning. I already changed it. Come pick them up this weekend. But it was true. She was hurting herself. And some of you old ladies, don't hurt yourself. Allow them. They might not be the perfect husband or father. But you know what? That's their father. Yo, let them go. And then when he makes it a little better, when you build a relationship, you'd rather have your ex as a friend in case one day you need a little bit of help. They're not gonna hurt you unless he's a cheapskate, but that's otra cosa. Then make sure you pick the right partners. All right, let me see if I got a different deck in here. We're gonna use this one that I had in the truck. We're gonna try all signs, starting with Pisces. Starting with Pisces. What do we got for Pisces when it comes to love? You're manifesting. These two cards came out. It says, pay attention because you're manifesting love. Look out for the signs. Oh, there was a fine-ass bitch on this Saturday where she was at the bar, and I wasn't paying attention. And my friend, like I told you, she's my wing woman. She goes, cabron, look. Fine. But she was with the older guy, but she was fine. So I had a little doubt. I was like, well, wait a minute. I need to pay attention. So if you're a Pisces, pay attention. There's somebody around. You're calling in love. You're not even realizing some of you guys are like, I'm not focused too much in love. And you could be, just on your new craft, your knowledge, whatever you're studying. But look for the signs, because for a lot of you guys, you're holding back. You're manifesting love, and you're like, when is it going to come in? Well, pay attention. The universe is telling you. All right, if you are a Taurus, let's get into it. If you are a Taurus, this one fell out. It says, resolving issues. Taurus. And then look, expansion. Once you resolve this issue, if it has to do with the separation, the kids and everything, you're about to grow. Because you're trying to hold on, if you're a woman or a man, if you're trying to get over your person by involving the kids, you're going to receive karma. But if you handle this conflict and use it as a healing tool for everybody involved, you're actually going to expand. You're going to blow up. You don't have to worry. Like when it's their week, for some of you guys, when you start to see that they're over there for the summer, oh my God, you're afraid, I'm going to be all alone. But that's when you attract love and a creative project. Because for some of you guys, look, on the computer, and you're going to expand it. And some of you guys will be able to mentor other women that've been through crisis. I don't know. I just gave you free game. Okay? Monetize that shit. Wait a minute. I didn't even say which sign. We're talking about um, Gemini. Look at Gemini. Overcoming obstacles. So Gemini in this year, 2026, good times come from the hard work that you put in. Time spent in good company. So for a lot of you guys, my Geminis, whatever hardship that you experience with it, whether it had to do with the separation, because obviously that's what we were picking up on. Look, you're overcoming the situation. And for a lot of you guys, get back on your feet. Like, yo, how do you do it? A lot of you guys, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to finally let go of the resentment, whatever anger you had of your ex. Because for a lot of you guys, your ex couldn't look all good, but when you release that anger and you say, hey, you have the kids, this is my free weekend, yo, your luck is going to turn. Why? Because you let go of resentment, and that other relationship is not going to last. It's probably already in the rocks, and he's pissed. Some of you guys, this person's going to want to come back. If you accept them back, there's a lot of celebration. But for a lot of you guys, I see you doing a lot of healing. This is you being with my mind-like persons, or whatever you call it. Somebody that's like, you're going to have a new BFF. And you're going to get back on your feet. Both of you guys are going to be working on a project. Maybe for a lot of you guys, you're going back to school or something. And it took you a long time, Gemini. For some of you guys, look, you had to have patience. Damn, Gemini. But let's go to Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, anywhere in your chart. In love, when it comes to love, what do we got for Cancer? You're going to receive an apology, or you need to give an apology. Forgiveness through mutual understanding. So Cancer, I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you're listening to this message, or you listen to another reader, or you just, maybe you've been asking God, and you're going to have an aha moment. But forgiveness is so powerful. Powerful. Especially when you forgive yourself. Like, yo, I forgive myself for feeling so bad when I shouldn't have took it personal. It was never about me. What was I doing trying to do a candle magic on this person? Like, why did I even want this person? We outgrew each other. You were trying to put in the work. That person wasn't compromising. And you're realizing, like, yo, I don't even need this beef. Some of you guys, in the time that you spent apart, you've done a lot of healing, and you see the changes physically, or you will see them, because you'll let go of energy that's trapped in your body, and you're going to start to feel good. And then with past life connection, I don't know. I just saw that was for Gemini. I saw, like, you're going to have new people come into your life. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. Yeah, you could have somebody, Cancer. This could be also you forgiving a past loved one, like doing a ritual. Maybe you go to the cemetery if it's a past father figure, mother figure, somebody that you put on, you admired a lot, and you're gonna do this. Maybe you remember having breakfast with them, coffee, and you're gonna apologize if they're living. If they're living, you're going to realize how influential you're going to become. Like, your experience of you forgiving, yo, people are going to see you. Like, you could have been hurt bad. And then they see you like, yo, you don't look like you used to be. There's something about you, and you're living life, and you're like, you know what? And if this was you losing your partner, like a spouse, and you didn't want to move on with love and everything, I see you guys really taking love to another level, where you're not gonna be slanging cheeks everywhere. Maybe one or two, but for a lot of you guys, no. You want to know this person. Some of you guys feel your partner. If this is somebody that passed away, you honor them, you love them, but that person is with you. You feel it, whether it's man or woman, and they want you to be happy. They're like a guardian angel for you. And they're not jealous. For some of you guys, they're fucking jealous like a motherfucker. Because you fine. but they see you cry, man or woman. They see you cry. They see how much, but if it was the other way around, this is what I'm hearing. They would have fucking already had somebody else. You'll know if that's you because you used to joke around. Maybe they were sick or whatever. But this is funny. It's funny. Sometimes you feel that look, like celebration. You can feel the jokes, but yeah, that person's like, yo, I would have been already. But they want you to enjoy your life. Like, yo, you deserve. I'm telling you, we came here to learn karmic lessons. We didn't come here to be sitting here suffering. Man, look, is it 3:33 on the clock? Man, we'll shake it off. Vámonos. Get a different wig. Look, man, I feel good. I go out and, man, I try to look as ugly as I can. And then here comes, and especially when they start with their hair. Infinite. Why didn't you call me? You said you were coming over. Look, I tell them I'm resting. I called you and I called you. You just want to come over when they complain. I'm like, yo, it's because I've been busy. Look, success for some of you. Anyways, let's go to Leo. Enough about me. Let's go to, hey, you got my back? Okay, good. Let's talk about Leo. Leo in the house. Let's see. Wait, quit jumping. Okay, Leo, you got these cards. So it's going to take dedication. And some of you guys could be like this, stone cold. When it comes to love, you're like focused. And I don't think you're focused on you love right now. You're just dedicated like on your goals. Maybe you're trying to get back on your feet too. You're real focused. Look, you have your eyes closed. And that's good because you're going within. You're like, yo, I want to heal within because when you heal within, ooh, you start to attract. And this is where you become, because a lot of you guys, look, you were juggling too many things. And you're finding balance. I'm telling you, I'm getting this thing like, here you are. It's almost like you feel cursed. Like, yo, you got divorced and you feel like you got everything on your back. Like, oh, I was left with this. I was left with that. If it has to do with abundance, here you are stressed out. But a lot of you guys, if you sit back and really look, do I really need to be such a bitch to this guy? Do I need to be an asshole to this woman? I mean, you guys built something up. They could go 50-50 and the karma would be awesome for both of you guys. Pero no. I'm going to take them to the cleaner. You're doing so much. And if you're still with your person, they push back. They said, okay, well, you're the one that wanted to do everything. And you're holding that in. You're not communicating, or they're not communicating with you, Leo. But if that's not the case for some of you guys, you're so dedicated on your goal. Like, yo, I love my spiritual journey. I'm telling you. And the other day when I did that live speaking, that Sunday, yesterday, I didn't want to do some of my personal stuff, but it was meant to help you guys to understand that, yo, no matter how people, your inner circle will hurt you the most, especially, the one that carried you. You won't expect for that person to betray you, like financially, abuse you. Like, you could be like, hey, hold these racks for me. And then your brothers, sisters are taking, what do you do? No bueno. But I say, you know what? I still love them, but never again do you trust. And it's fucked up, but we're going to move forward. And you could be dedicated. Whatever you're starting it's going to take a little bit of time, but you're going to reap what you sow. So an inflow of money and love and rewards. Ooh, you don't have to pay for pinche nalgas, like go to the strip club, eh? Not picking up hoochie mamas like that. We don't do that shit over here. Even in the past, that's not for me. I don't like that. Because a lot of you guys are nasty. You don't want that. We don't want. I don't know about you guys, but we don't do that. STD bullshit. Nah. Vámonos a la chingada. With that. So a lot of you guys, you could be stressed and they're telling you, look, it has to do with divine counterpart. Maybe you're stressed out Did I do the right thing? Did I do the wrong thing? It's already done. Don't stress out about it, of a decision that you made. Don't stress about it. If you want to fix something, you know what to do. If something bothers you and it's hurting you and it's stressing you out and you can't move forward, Leo, you have too much pride. You're known as pride, the easiest way to be free in this world is by taking accountability and not allowing guilt or shame to master you, to control you. That's of the devil. What happened in the past, and be like, yeah, what? I'm not the first and I won't be the last that experienced what I did or the decisions I made. And guess what? When you set yourself free by admitting and taking accountability, and yeah, it'll come with consequences. But then nobody can fuck with you. You become unfuckable. Put it in the comments. I am unfuckable. When you are blunt and you're straight and you know what, I hurt you, I'm sorry. And mean it. I'm telling you, you become unfuckable. And that person will respect you. Or if this is for my cross watcher and you fucked over Leo, you're lucky that he or she hasn't went over there and ripped your ass and have you for lunch. And not in this, sexy time way. This could be a twin flame, look. Whatever it is, whoever you are, and even if you're not a Leo, my advice to you guys, for you to be set free and to be healthy and to get it off your chest, take that risk. Take that leap of faith. Go apologize. Let that other person, allow them to react towards you, not violently, but whether they want a relationship, whether they'll forgive you or not, is what I mean. Let them decide on that. Don't be prideful. Don't be egotistic. Don't be afraid of their reaction. No, own it. You know what? I'm sorry. I admit I did it. How could I help you fix it? If it means me going back and saying, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I was hurt too, but we don't play victims over here. Even if when we learn and we teach others, like, work through it and allow God to handle it. And he'll tell you when to talk about it, to express it, to save and uplift others is what look, because it's coming up. Sorry. Mutual understanding. And that person is probably already healed. They're like, it was fucked up. You didn't have to do me that way. If it with me, I'd be like, you still owe me that ass. I have fucking rain checks. I don't care where you at. You hurt me. You owe me a fucking BJ for an hour every Tuesday. No, just kidding. Playfulness, and allow that other person to react. And with time, sometimes when you let go, because this is a counterpart for some of you guys, you'll feel better. You will sleep better. You'll get it off your check. Your health will be better, and it won't block your abundance, is what I'm hearing. And it won't block, because the last thing you want is, if this is not you, your person is dealing with this. The last thing you want is people to find out, like, you got a new partner. You're like, fuck, you fucked them over like that. And they're scared and they run. And you're mad. And whether you're the cross watcher or not. But, yeah, look, people, it could be scared. Like, you chop your... You chop your ex's nuts off. Fuck that. He ain't gonna want to sleep with you, especially naked. He ain't gonna want to be there. I just squeezed it like this. That's what I picked up. All right, let's go to Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. Virgo, you're like, fuck, I'm done with this person. This person didn't want to do nothing, and then you're a clean freak, and then for some of you guys, and this person was dirty as hell. You felt like it was on purpose, and like, when he's not in the house, you're so peaceful, but then you're missing. Where's my lover? Virgo, you're too perfect. When you come in the house, leave your shoes out there. Take your clothes off. I don't know why I picked that. Some of you guys could be very, if you're in intimacy, left, right. No, pick my leg up like this. The guy's like, what the hell? Or it could be a woman. I don't know. But for a lot of you guys, a passionate connection, okay? You're about to receive one. If that was your past, that you were very militant, relax, chill, be playful. You know, you're like, hey, you're not gonna get none unless you play tongue twister with me. Like, be open. Be open to uh let your lover know what you want. Because for a lot of you guys, Virgos, you know, whatever he wanted. And then if it was like fast and he thought he was shit, el pinche King Kong of the jungle, or you're like, you know what? Don't be afraid. Look, I don't want to rush it. What do you mean? I want you to foreplay. What do you mean it's foreplay? Just kiss me, cabron. And then you might be even teaching him. Put your tongue out. You might have to train this fucker. You want his tongue to be powerful, so he could kiss both lips. Wow, that's what I got. You're gonna turn like a passionate lover. If this is an existing person, it's like, oh my God, where did you learn it? Some of y'all could be watching Rated X, eh? And you wanting to try it on him. He's like, yo, what you did last night, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It could be both ways. And then look, this person, there's something about, I see it like red hairs. If you're a redhead, oh my God, you're passionate, you're on fire. My God. If I'm talking about my ladies, I don't know. The men, if you're a lady and you know redhead guys, put it in the comments if they're hot and ready and everything. I don't know that kind. All right, so we have Libra. Let's go to Scorpio. The freaks come out at night. Da-dun, is what I heard. Deception. Somebody, look. When it comes to love, there's a confession coming to you. Releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. When it comes to love, this is your blockage. Mm-hmm. And this could be about you. You're like, I don't want people to know that I'm a freak. But it's in you. And if you're dealing with somebody that can't relate to your freakiness, that's not your person. For some of you guys, you look so innocent. You talk so innocent. You could be in your feminine energy, but some of you guys could have been having sex in the pinky little booth or something. I don't know. And you having to confess. For some of you guys, look, there could be a fear about somebody trying to confess. When it comes to love, it could be holding, somebody could have hurt you in that way. Like you thought about it so much that it materialized. For some of you guys, you were like, fuck, people are going to find out I was the third party. I was spreading my nalgas. You were confident, though, when you were spreading those nalgas. You made it jiggle and everything because you really thought this was your soulmate. And guess what, Scorpio? You get a hall pass on this channel. You're like, hey, God forgives you no matter what. Remember, we came here to experience. So don't have, you know, because some of you guys is like, it's when. Yo, the minute that you can express it, you know what? I'm sorry, I did this, Do you still love me? I hear you guys, but do you still love me? I won't do it again. I promise you. Or this could be your person. This coming to you, I don't know. This could be you, and you're learning a lesson. And guys, if you're on this channel, just know that you could be as freaky as you want. It's your life. And some of you guys, you need the strength. Look, it's a past connection. For some of you, you could have been in a relationship that it was already gone. It wasn't chemistry. You know, you tried everything you could, but you realized that, no, I'm still manifesting and I'm not going to die and I'm not leaving this earth until I experience love the way I want it. And that's the way you should be. Be honest with the other person. Confess. You know what? If you can't, you know, meet these criteria, and he might tell you, why did you tell me in the beginning? I don't know. I'm learning. From here on, that's why I'm telling you. Because some of you guys, the new relationships you're coming in, be honest. Yo, this is what I don't tolerate. I like you. You have a good vibe. You smell good. Some of you guys you're not even going to be afraid to touch his package. Because you don't want to be deceived. Let me see. Yo, you're too old for that shit. You're like, no, no, no. I'm not. Mm-mm. And it's something different about you, and you're gonna experience life on a different level. Like you're gonna feel freedom. The law of attraction, thoughts become real. So remember, think positive. Okay. I will receive good love. I am. My birthright is to be free. My birthright is abundance. You know, I was born to have an amazing soulmate. I don't know why I got that. And this is going to put you in realignment. So pay attention, because some of you guys, you're not paying attention to some of the knowledge. So some of you guys say that affirmation, I deserve, or I give you thanksgiving, Father God, for the amazing person, smart, intelligent, tall, you know. God, I don't care if he's tall or short, nomás que lo tenga grande, fuerte, is what I heard. You really want love? Put it in the comments if that's you. All right. I was going to say stagnation for Sagittarius. You could feel like you're in stagnation, but no. Other people think that you think they are. Maybe the person that you kind of are thinking about. Damn, that's a lot of cards. Yeah, look, moving on, deception and sacrifice is what this could be your divine partner, or you think it is, but you're finding out that no, you sacrificed for the wrong one. And look, you're getting a reset, and this is going to bring wisdom. And you could be pissed. You could be like, yo, I put a lot of work in you, because some of you guys had to train this person. And this person's like, because it says put in work, something about the train. Oh no, it looked like a train. It's a camera, is it? Yeah, it's a camera. Action that helps achieve goals. So some of you guys, look, you're going to put love, you're going to be upfront, and it's going to lead you to success with this energy. Look, meditation. Some of you guys are releasing whatever was holding you back. And look, right behind it was passion. So yeah, some of you guys are gonna be upfront, like, yo, let me see your medical card. Do you have anything? Have you been with anybody? Have you been with the same sex? I heard that. I don't know for whoever. And you don't want no bullshit. Some of you guys, Sagittarius, y'all have fun. Whatever you put your mind on, because you have the little horse right there, and you're like, you're a fucking beast, man or woman. You're a fucking beast. You don't like to. You want to go out and party sometimes. Okay, for my Capricorns. Why did I see deception? Capricorn. Somebody thinks that you would deceive them. Some of them are scared the way you did your last person. They're like, wow, they'll do it to me too. Not all of you guys. Look, some of you guys, yeah, look, past life connection, and then apology. Was that Cancer that got that, or Leo? Some of you guys could be dealing with that. Okay. I was just gonna do a quickie, guys. Man, and look, sorry, and pay attention. All right, Capricorn. This is gonna be an embrace. So whatever you're sorry about, you're gonna find peace. If it had to do with something that was bothering you with your person, you're gonna declutter your mind, and you're gonna find peace. You're gonna embrace it, like fuck it, whatever happened, because both of you guys could have been on fire. Like both of you guys could have hurt each other. And this person, like, look, he's right there, and he likes to spell you. You could be a guy, and you're holding him down like, and he's like, wait a minute. But see how you're looking right here? You have your eyes, and you're like, I don't know, should I take him back? But you're gonna let go of old ways of thinking. Because Capricorn, you're like, well, if you're a woman, even a man, they're saying you're calculating. Fuck, if I leave this bitch, if I leave this fucker, I just like that. I'm gonna lose everything. And for a lot of you guys, it's not even worth it. You could be dealing with somebody that just has mommy or papi issues, and you're like, man, just tell me the truth. Tell me where you're going, and you'll be at peace. Maybe you don't like to go out as much, or for a lot of you guys, You just like peace. You don't want to be out of it. I don't know. I feel like you could be in your underwears all day if you wanted to, watching soap opera and all kinds. And you could be the person that when your person comes home, you want to have everything ready. You might even wear a little skirt, bend over, just like I heard, traviesa. Or it could be, if you're a man, travieso. I know, if, man, I'll walk in and you're cooking. I'll be groping you from the back, pulling your hair to the side. Vámonos, biting your neck. Is the food ready? Grabbing your nalgas. That's my food, you know? Look, lover. That's my energy. All right, let's move forward before it gets to a different kind of reading. All right, who's next? Aquarius. Aquarius is in the house. In the house. Aquarius, let me see. I'm going to pull one. Past life connection. Retreat. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. And it says time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations. So there's something that you're needing to communicate. And you're asking your angels, or you should be asking your angels. This angel's fine as fuck. I just seen it. Look. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna get communication, and for a lot of you guys, you haven't. You need to keep your strength up. So you could be asking you could be heard over a connection that somebody passed away, or you're needing to reset. You wanting to hear from the divine, and you're getting mad. Like, when are you gonna call me? I'm waiting for you. And you're like, man, time's gonna. What do I do? And just be still. You're meant to enjoy life. But I haven't heard from God, the universe. I haven't heard from my person. For some of you guys, this person sadly could be deported, and maybe they confuse them. Like, yo, I don't have papers that confuse my ass. That's why I try to make sure ICE is out here. Anyways, for a lot of you guys, yeah, when it comes to love, somebody feels you're going to deny them access. They're fearing. That's what I heard. Fearing. Look, spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. Yeah, if this is a person that's coming back from your past, Aquarius, they see you already moving on and they're scared. They're freaking terrified. Look, leap of faith. They're trying to look. They're trying to run fast. They don't even know where you're at. And this is a person that wants to leave you a message in the bottle. They're taking the risk. They're gonna put it outside with a card. Unless you had a zero contact or a restraining order, they're gonna put it on your doorstep and run the fuck off. Make sure the camera don't see them, because they don't want to go to jail. They're trying to be creative. You might have no kind of communication, but they want to know, are you still down? Aquarius. Have fun, relax. For some of you guys, you have somebody new, and here you are going backwards. What's wrong with you? No, I want my person. Taking the risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. And for some of you guys, your person is just, they want to take a risk. They're like, hey, can you take me back? I had so much fun with you. Creativity. Nobody's out here the same way like what we had. And Aquarius, you might be like, what we had? You might not even remember. This person could be a few years that you haven't seen this person, right? Yeah, look, they retreat, time spent alone. That tells me that, look, like, you were waiting for this person for a long time, and then you get somebody new, and you already know. Look, romantic love. Guys, I will sue you inside. Look, this card came out. It says, you make me go crazy. I don't know if that energy is towards me or my dog. Probably most likely my dog. This fucker gets so much play. If I didn't have him, oh my God, I don't know if I could meet somebody. He gets all the play. He's my winged dog. So yes, you make me go crazy, or you're going to tell somebody, or you feel that within you. You make somebody go crazy. Let's see. How did you become so handsome? God just created me. He created me ugly, but, you know, I'm like On my bad days, you know, like a low 9 or something. You're like, fuck you, Infinite. You're like a 3, but that's okay. Guys are supposed to be ugly. The Beauty and the Beast, right? Baby daddy. It says sounds like my baby daddy. These. It says hello, India. What's going on from India? How's the weather out there? I love Indian women. They're sexy as hell too. Cuando están así, luego con los ojos bonitos. Oh my God. But they, you know, like in D-Town, I had met an Indian lady. Beautiful. Like the daughter and they're strict. They have arranged marriage. You cannot date my daughter. But she's wanting to go to the movies with me. No, you cannot take. She has already somebody and she was pissed. They thought I was Indian. I thought she was Mexican. You know? I like Mexican women. They're fucking awesome. Especially Latin, la Colombiana. Oh my Lord. Venezuela, Brazil in the house. My God. Una chica por allá, you know, from the Dominican Republic or like Puerto Rico in the house. Oh my God. Get out of here. The Caribbean too, like the Bahamas, Nigerian, the UK. It says, please read my cards. Oh, I don't have. Okay, let me see. Who's this? Right, Grand Rising, Plexi. I think so, right? Okay, let me pull a card for you. What do we need for? I forgot the name, but you know this message is gonna be for you. Well, it seems like you have the 5, you have the 8 of let's see, the 8 of Cups. Okay, and it flew out. Like either you walked away or you're about to walk away fast as a motherfucker. You already know. You already know. It has to do with this right here. Look, right here with the 5 of Cups, but it was upside down. You already know. You already know what you needed to know. The deck is upside down right here, but it says, look, when you walk away and you let go of this sorrow, when you walk away, look, you're going to step in this energy. Now, for some of you guys, when you walk away, be careful. Don't just jump on any pecker because that person might leave you being single and pregnant. But for a lot of you guys, you're going to be pregnant with ideas, blessings. Yo, don't jump into another relationship. There's so many sexy ass ladies that I talk to. I see, you know, and I tell them, don't just go jumping monkey branch and don't do it because you're going to lose the ability, the most important, to align yourself with God and your blessing. Yo, you give your energy to a rebound and then you're fucked. Mejor ira. Align yourself. And some of you guys might have to raise a child by your own, but you trusting in God and God seeing what that person did. Like I tell you, some of you guys, your person was a coward. They told you, yeah, we're going to be together. And they just were smashing. You might even taught them how to smash. They didn't know. And then they didn't even hold. They could have left you pregnant. Look, with the Wheel of Fortune, you're sitting down like, bitch, you're going to make it right. Some way or another. Yes. Look, even they're all chilling. Like, look at this goat right here. Like, what? The Taurus is like, what? You did what? And they got your back. All these animals have your back. They're all sitting there like, no, that fucker is going to have to pay. And you're like, I'm giving it to God. I have all these. Look, I'm good. Watering. You're content. You can have long hair like this. And look, the Ace of... So for you that was there, that was asking, like, if you're afraid of taking that leap of faith, you're not wanting to leave your comfort zone, whether it's in love or commitment, whether it's it could be even at work. You have bright ideas, and you're going to have more. And you could be a person that is, you could be very trusting and you're divine, but something has you thrown off. They want you to see how this person is holding her belly. Trust your gut. Like, when you fail, it's an opportunity for you to bounce back with that knowledge. Oh, I failed. Okay, well, let me try it this way. Let me try it like that. And some of you guys are dealing with somebody that betrayed you in the past, and they thought you taught them everything. And they may know everything on if it's a business, but guess what? It's your energy, your suerte, which is your luck, your blessing. And when you pull back your energy, with due time, everything comes back to you. And they're not the same. You were covering with the blessing. So yeah, you have love. Whatever you're gonna do, look, you're letting go for this person. Who we were, I forgot the name, but you're gonna fucking take off. You're not gonna be sitting in regret right here. You're taking off. You're gonna leave. You're gonna see these right here, your burdens. You're gonna pick up your burdens and you're gonna look and you're gonna do it with love. And that leads you to this high priest. This is you, like, going within, knowing that you create magic. You create your own reality. You know, nobody can fuck with you. In the past, you were afraid. Some of you guys weren't afraid, but some of you guys were just afraid about getting, karma or somebody hurting you. But you have ancestors that are very powerful. And once you get this aha moment, when you're sitting there doing, you already got it, but you're not trusting your intuition. But you will, and people are gonna witness you walking and carrying. And some of you guys are even carrying your ex's burdens, your family's burdens, and you're walking, and it's taking you a little bit, but it shows. And look who's working for you. You could be a Scorpio, and you could have Scorpio in your chart. And when you get mad, you want to come after, and they know it. You want to come after their head. And this person, you could be dealing with the Leo. If this is your person, they don't want to fight. Let me show you what came down over here. They don't want to fight no more. They know that they messed up by fighting with you, by plotting against you, and they're kind of they're wanting. They don't want you to seek revenge. Some of you guys, just the anger you have. Like, you could have told them, bitch, if you fuck with me, all my ancestors are gonna come after you. And they're like, fuck, I'm sorry, Juanita, please. Yeah, this was upside down though. This person's watching you, and they know karma's coming for them. This could be a Leo that screwed you over, or you could be a Leo, but whoever hurt you, they're gonna have to face death. It could be death of an ego, it could be just, look how they're looking. You're next, puto. You fucked over my cousin. And this is in the spiritual realm. My aunt. That's your spirit guy. Like, they're like, fuck. Even the lizard told him, bitch, I told you. You shouldn't have done them wrong. Somebody was in their ear, whoever this message is for. They were in their ear, and you already know it. And look, the tower moment. They're about to have a tower moment when you let go of resentment and you just focus on you. This is, you're being called to, look, close the cycle and focus on you. And just trust that everything in divine timing, you're gonna reap it. So you're a person that could be there's a saying, they repaid you evil. They repaid you evil with good, like you always do good. And you're on the verge of wanting to seek revenge. This could be somebody you were married to, but you're protected, look. Or your person is, however, whoever got hurt. A ver, what else? One last thing. This was for some of you guys. This is in the spirit realm, and it was meant to. There's some balance that needs to be done. Look, because justice is coming in. So whether it's you that needs to right your wrongs or your person, either way, the universe is going to make sure it's going to be justice. Because look, somebody was holding back on the money. They can't hide it. Look, they could have left you like this out in the cold. You're like, come on, be fair. There's nothing more, like I say this with love. Like there's nothing more disgusting than a person, man or woman, that is greedy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that energy. Like it's like caca energy, and it's a trauma that they have to learn because it's right behind this. This is all of you guys. Look, and this is a person that after they did you wrong, you're still trying to help them, and they're like, oh no, what are people gonna think? Like you have a fucking heart, like because you know what you put out, you shall receive. This person could be hurt. You were dealing with somebody that was holding on to money, thinking you wouldn't find out or other people wouldn't find out, but you're healing. If this is you, you're healing from feeling that you were never getting ahead. You feel like somebody could have cursed you. This person over here, look, like when am I gonna get justice? This person left me out in the cold, or you feel like they are. And once you realize that you are the fucking magician, my lady, my man, this is you calling judgment and just saying, you know what? And here we go with the Nine of Cups. You're just chilling. We had the Nine of Pentacles and we have the Nine of Cups. See, you're not going to fight. You're too busy. A lot of you guys, look, you're going to take the time. Instead of fighting, you're going to take the time to be right here. Like, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? You could be on the internet. Like, how do I heal? You could be looking into it. Or you could be creating courses, for people not to go that route, but rather work together to close the cycles, And you're going to collaborate. I feel like for you, if you're a woman, you're going to collaborate with other women to help them close cycles, for them to be able to take that leap of faith in love again. Man or woman, So that's what I got for you guys. Okay. Your wig is falling off. I know. Look, it looks good on me, no? Look, I was gonna wear my Jamaica. This is a toupee. If I would have I would have drove the convertible. That fucker, I lost a few of them. Okay, with the wig, you look good. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the likes, guy. Thank you for the super chat or whatever it was. For ay. Yes, look, 73 in the house, baby, or likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. $20. Thank you. May God bless you tenfold. Everybody, fill you with love, happiness. Today's Monday, right? Y'all are starting out the good week. Look, y'all are like, I ain't putting it with no bullshit. Either you guys cooperate or get the fuck out of here. You could be firing people, but you're doing it with love. Look, pinche love. Like, nobody's messing with my money. That's what I just picking up from you guys. That could be you guys. Hello, Marisa. Say hi. Y luego, thank you. Who else do we got in here? Margarita Estrada anda por todos lados buscando el dinero y el amor. I saw the Ten of Cups, bitch. Look at this. Yeah, because the last person really did a shady ass. You're like, bitch, if I catch up with you, te mocho los huevos, cabrón. He's like, what? They're scared of you. You're dangerous. My bro, I had hair like that. Quit. Back in the days. Yes, I am. Margarita Estrada, is that you? Look, this is right here with the three of pentacles, Margarita. This is you right there chilling. It's like, you're coming together. Like, look, we're going to do it this way, cabrones. I'm going to teach you. Pero se van a mochar. If you're a man, you're like, bitches, I'm going to help you, but you better. ¿Dónde está la bolsita del periquito, un chiquitito? Look, now, a lot of you guys know, I'm just kidding. Not for all of you guys, but for some of you guys, yeah, you're stepping up. Like this new season of you could be telling them, like, if I could relate to this, it's like you're telling them, look, we're going to get here earlier. I want you to cook this and this. For some of you guys, this could be edibles like a motherfucker. You have underground tunnels. You could be the pinche edible king or queen. And you're setting tight. You're going to be in this energy. You might be the one putting the cuernos like a motherfucker. Look at you. I have the bunny here like, fuck, I'm getting what I want. And don't be a cheater like that. Use protection. No, you could be a earth sign and you're about your money. You got so much wisdom after everything you've been through. And look, for a lot of you guys, this is earth and water. Yo, you have money coming in. Make sure you send me your email. You have a lot of money coming in and love. Quick, look. We got it, look. Some of you guys, you could be right here. If you're an earth sign or water sign, you guys are like, I viene power couple. How much for the tambach? But there's somebody coming in and chinga. Like you could have a new person that you're about to entertain, but here comes somebody from your past. Wait a minute, I'm the winner. Chicken dinner or something. And people are like, what are you doing? She's already gone. She moved to Ecuador. She left, and it can't be. So you might have somebody wanting to chase you. This could be a fire sign. But you might already be with this water sign. Look, if you're an earth sign and this person's coming in fast only to find this person, if you're a female, and now they want to turn into this, that was my chick. Because I see, whoever's listening, you have new love. New fucking love. Look. And this person's coming in. He went from being here, I love you, I want you, I want a passionate new beginning. And then they don't know that you already right here. And they want to come in talking all kinds of shit. But you promised me, bitch, I'm not waiting for 5 years. They were supposed to leave their person, right? And you weren't getting karma no more. You're like, no, fuck that. I went through my karma phase. So look, there could be, you have new love. But this is funny. See this right here? Like, this person's like, andale, give me a chance. Man or woman, it could be whatever. But remember, it says there was a person that passed away. They're guarding you. And this person's like, bitch. Because maybe this person's wanting to leave you to be with somebody else. Or they don't want you to leave. You can't leave because you have all the energy, the abundance. And there's an ancestor. Bitch, try to hurt my child. Whether if you're a man, put yourself this. But if you're a man and you're trying to mess over this woman, there's an ancestor right there, cabrón. All he has to do is whistle, and he doesn't have teeth, but he's an ancestor, I heard. Or you could be the woman, and he's just chilling. Let him try. You're protected. Look, you want the truth and nothing but the truth. The Empress. And where are you looking? Oh, la chingada. Towards the house. So some of you guys, we got to stop it there because look, the blank card. Yeah. You create your own life. So if it's kind of not heading that way, get into the Hierophant energy and just chill and think. Put your mind to work. Don't be afraid to work by yourself. This is where you're working with God. You just, if they're edibles, bitch, sometimes you got to give them free. So that way they can come back. They're hooked. Look, you're going to get enlightened right now. On this channel, we're going to teach you how to make money. It's going to be your justice, how to get back on your feet. It starts with you not entertaining all this BS. Let that go in the past. Do the healing. And then we get to the money. You know, there was these two cars. Look, the night of cops. See the sun right there? This person's chilling. Like, you're going to be walking earth. Who wants to be fighting and all that? Like, you were born to love whoever you are. And look, Knight of Pentacles. Water nerd. Some of you guys, this is you either have this in your chart or this is this is water and air. I mean, water and earth. Whoever that is. All right, guys, I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna do my hair a different way. Maybe I'll do a mohawk, and then I'm gonna be doing Leo. Okay? Pinche Leo, ira anda de caliente. Ira. And somebody's mad because they lost you. Somebody, they could have pushed Leo. This is for Leo's reading. They could have pushed you into somebody else's lap. And they're naked. And this person's mad. Rhonda, I thought you were waiting for me, Rhonda. It's been a while. Plus, this pecker's bigger. Something like that. Even the earth is, look, don't look back. And the angel, your guardian angel's like, you don't need to go backward. Do you want to turn like a pillar of salt? Oh, you know, and the snake is trying to convince you. Nah, go back. You're like, fuck no. You already went there. You know, this person could have kicked you out and it was your house. Who does that? Look, I'm telling you, they could have done that. Que gacho, right? But you're about to get victory. All right, guys. Are you ready yet? All right, guys. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for entertaining me, guys. I needed it. Y'all, this is y'all's energy. Watch over me. Your grandma, yeah. Telling my story. Yes. You should go rewind. You should have seen what you were doing with no underwear. Oh my God, we were laughing. We're like, oh, and then you're barely coming in. You're going to have to rewind it. Don't go back. Those were the last words my grandma told me. Yeah. Thanks, Pisces. You missed Pisces? Did I miss Pisces? I did miss Pisces. Okay, real quick. Pisces. Oh, it was this other deck. I did miss Pisces. All right. Thank you for letting me know, and then I caught it. Let's see. For Pisces, what does Pisces need to know in this deck of love? Pisces. Pisces, you're chasing your tail. You have a decision to make, and you're a little witch. You're very, like, brujita, like a motherfucker. Look, awakening and deception. They want you to pay attention. There's something that is shifting within you because you weren't expecting this, but you need to go within and you need to really study your ancestors. Pay attention. There's something that you've been asking. There's something that is about to convert. Like there's a sudden change. You've been seeing it in your dreams and you feel like it's never going to materialize. You're like almost wanting to give up on something, but you're awakening. And the process is kind of deceitfulness because, you know, you are the 12th house and you could be in fantasy land. I'm never going to get love, or this person hurt me, or they're coming towards me. You're not reaching out. You want sex, but they got to call me first. And then that person is mirroring you. Yo no le hablo si no me habla. I'm not calling, but if it's not that, because it says right here, falling bad, but I saw bad. You know, bad habits. Like, you could be a person that you love to do everything in la pinche cama. Like in bed. You're reading a book, you'll lay down in the bed. You don't want to get out of the bed. Like, you freak. And it's an illusion to other people. But like, you love to spend time in your bed. Is that true? It doesn't have to be like sexual, but for a lot of you guys, you're already there. You're like, shit, while I'm reading the book, you could eat me out. And you could be very blunt. You could be like, yo, where are you going? Oh, I'm going over. No, you're not. You're going to eat me out while I'm reading a book. Because there's a book right here. And you're telling them left, right, left. No, no, no. Hit the spot like you want to squirt. See? Like divine timing. Some of you guys, you could play dumb. You're like, no, no, you didn't do it right. Well, let's go back to page 99 or 69. Yes. Everything has a higher perspective. And this is where, like you, whoever this is, this could be the same you. If it's not about love, but for some of you guys, because we have a lot of people, you're gonna experience love in a way that is so erotic, I heard. And this person's gonna be like, hold on, like you're gonna turn this person on. He's like, wait a minute, we gotta go back home. You gotta take a shit. No, I gotta put it inside you. There's a shift in energy. Like if you had a hardship when it comes to love, and then finally you admit, oh, I was doing love spells because before I've never do that shit. Crazy Pisces. I don't believe you. Even the cards are saying that's a deception. And you did it out of love, which is understanding, but you were kind of forcing it. That's cheating. Go back to the beginning of the video. But at least you're changing. You're understanding, and this person, like, because it could be that your karma for some of you guys, it could be your partner, but since you were doing magic and he was getting a little, crazy, his pecker didn't work. And then the spell breaks. You have an opportunity to be like, yo, I had to do this and it backfired. And you both are going to be laughing because this person, if he's a twin flame, he kind of like, he could be as crazy as you. Two peas in a pod is what I heard. And both of you guys, you could be like, what's wrong? Why do you want to go back home? And he's like, just hurry up. He could be commando. And then right here in the field, le está picando. Got ants in his pants, but he's got to take his shit. But he's got to take his shit again. And no, I'm going to put it in. And you just have this relationship. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because listen to your body and mentally, see? Mm-hmm. Interactive. What did I say? You're going to have a shift in energy. You're going to love the later parts of your life. You could be a person, Pisces, that you went through hardships big time. And you're like, when is my life going to balance? You're meant to see this hardship and really learn from it. And the minute that you start to really look, and could be for all of you guys, the minute that you can look at your hardships with the aha moment, even though you don't understand, but do the actions. Aha, because God is watching. He knows you anyways, your thoughts, but it'd be like, aha, and then be like, God, what is it that I'm missing? Mija, it's right in front of you. You're like, I don't see it. You made me a Pisces, the 12th house. This is a tricky house. And God will laugh. But you're going to understand, and I feel like you're going to embrace this part of you that you never, and see how these two people, it's like two people like, I love you. I'll never cheat on you. You cheated on me? Some of you guys, not all of you guys, I'm channeling right now. See, it's a confession. What do you mean? And you're holding him back like, fuck, it came out. It came out and you're holding him. And what do you mean? And you almost want to suffocate him and he's biting on your nipple. Or you could have said a name or something. I don't know. But look, he's like, what did you say? You did what? Well, you cheated on me. No, I didn't. Because this is your twin flame. And remember, we're thinking of the other realm. Some of you, he did cheat, but some of you, he didn't. And you did cheat. And you feel guilty. But it's going to balance out. Because for some of you guys, this person just loves you. And then you're going to for some of you guys, you're going to be like, it wasn't even good, crying. Like, if it makes us guys feel better. Like, the next question would be, this guy would tell you, was his dick bigger than me? And then you're going to lie. And it's going to hurt his ass. It wasn't even that big. What do you mean? I didn't really do it like that. I saw once on TikTok, she's like, we didn't even really do it. What do you mean? I couldn't do it. What? It was too big. And his friend fucking passes out. It was too big. I didn't even, real innocent. She was very innocent. I don't know if you guys watched that video. Oh my God, it really wasn't cheating. We really didn't do. What do you mean? I mean, we tried, but what happened? It was just too big. I couldn't take it. That would be fucked up. But this guy will still love you, man. Yes, look, you're like fucking. You don't want to. And if you lie, you're holding him like this. He knows. He knows. All right, I forgive you. But you gotta let me put it in el chiquito. He put it in there. That's why I can't sit down. This is your counterpart. Pisces, I don't know if you wanted that much information out here. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. What's up with the rug? Hey, man, you don't like it? Yo, I'm not lying. I have a Psycho X, a few of them. But the one, yo, man, I have to be in disguise. Even for the feds, too. Fuck. But more for the X, they're crazy. You want to pull up and then call the laws. He's over here supposed to be 500 feet. Bitch, I didn't even know she was here. On purpose, no mames. Yes. Then if I'm at the bar or something with somebody, I ain't no chingues. I thought you loved me in the... Oh, man, it's crazy. I have to change it up. Here from NYC. Hi from NYC. Hermoso. Oh, you're a Cancer too? Oh, my God, look. But you guys are dangerous. You could be so nice and loving, and then, oh, my God, the Capricorn, the devil comes out. No, you look great. Hey, thank you. Natural? Don't you think this look? You know, patience and deception. Oh my God, let me put this up. I was gonna start karaoke in this, but my dog has to take a shit, guys. And if doctor told me I can't, I have to cut it off right now. Actually, I do, but no, it's really him. Look how he's turned his back. Hey, you got my back? All right, you need to go take a shit? You do? Tell him. Look, you need to go? Okay, hombre, ya nos vemos because then I got to clean up his mess. But I'm going to close it out. Don't forget, guys, you make me go crazy. For a lot of you guys, from me to you, for my ladies, aquí está. And for all the gentlemen that are watching, tell them, even everybody in the chat, as a man, tell them, oh, you bitches make us men go crazy. I wish y'all could send pictures or something of that. And for my ladies, you drive somebody crazy, you know it. You know it. Look, spread your nalgas. I mean, your wings. You're manifesting. These two cards kept coming out. Tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. Right? All right, guys. So give me about 30 minutes. I'll do a Leo or a Sagittarius. Something. Last night I was going to do it, but then, man, I fell asleep. I ate. Estaba bien cansado. Hello for review. This, okay. Poco loco, yeah. I don't know why all these messages for review. All right, guys. I'll see you guys. Thank you for chilling with me for the last hour. Oh, this has been long. Send you love, joy, happiness, and many blessings, okay? Infinite Tarot 888. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment.